Hi, how you all doing? I will apologise. I've been out most of the day with my sister drinking, so I may seem a little bit pissed. But the sentiment of what I'm saying is true. As you may know, I have not been posting any videos on my channel for a long time, about 8 months. And that's because I do not enjoy Call of Duty, or the new Call of Duty, should I say. And that is mostly because I think they have taken away from what made the game good. I think if you go back to Black Ops 2, MW3, MW2, Black Ops 1, all those games are good because, one, the player base didn't split up after each game. You have map voting. I think it's crazy to say that the fact that you got a new game that doesn't have the features that the old games did. You know, it kind of says it all, really. I mean, I was with one of my mates the other day, and we said that the new Call of Duties look really cool. The graphics look really good, but the gameplay ain't there. It's not the same as what it used to be, because there was not this emphasis on skill-based matchmaking that there is now. It's I'm not saying it's all about that, but it's definitely a factor in the game that maybe was there to a degree years ago, but it's definitely now a more of a factor than it ever used to be. And I think that is for the worse of the game. The kids that play the game now will never know how the games were years ago and how much fun that we used to have playing those games, trying to get better, trying to be good, trying to watch like the guys you watch on YouTube. Like I used to watch Hutch, thinking when he was using like the intervention and the double magnums, just watching it going, wow, I wish I could do that. And then trying it for yourself and being an absolute shit. I don't think you could ever go back to those times. So moving forward, after spending a really good night with one of my friends, playing games, like old games, I mean like Speedball 2 and games like that, which were on Antstream or whatever it's called, which is on Xbox. You get it. You can play old school games like Double Dragon and Bubble Bobble. If you're old like me, then they're games that are kind of iconic. But when you sit down with one of your friends and you play those games, and you have an unreal time playing them, and it takes you back to being a kid, I think that says it all. I think gaming as a whole has come along such a long way from when I was a child. You know, when I was a kid, we didn't have internet. Um, Man, it's fucking crazy. We didn't have internet. We didn't have the games that you did. When I used to load a game, it used to take like 20 minutes to load a game. And then when the game was loaded, we used to spend all our time playing that one game because it took 20 minutes to load. You didn't have the option of shutting that game down and then loading another game up in it being like a few seconds. So when people moan about load times, like in Starfield, when people moan about load times, there's loads of loading screens. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Seriously, it's like 2-3 seconds. Go back to my time. Go back to my time when it was fucking half hour to load a game, and you're talking about 2 or 3 seconds to load from one thing to another thing in a game. Come on. You guys have no idea how lucky you are to be living in this generation of games. And that moves me forward to what I was coming on to say is that I've missed you guys, and I want to bring more content to the channel, but I'm thinking that I'm going to bring other content to the channel. I'd like to bring other games that I enjoy playing, and probably still some Call of Duty in the background as well, because obviously Call of Duty is something that's close to my heart. I hope the next game is still going to be good. Who knows? But I'd like to bring some other games to the channel. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, then I'm sorry, but that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, it's been good to catch up. See you all. Take it easy.